Welcome back, everybody. Back to our Civ 5 Brave New World Let's Play, playing as the Canadians, and obviously this is a mod that we're using, and I think I have it linked in the description as well, so there's a lot of cool mods for Civ 5, actually. Now, the last episode we left off, we have a pretty good grasp on this little, well, reasonably sized continent of ours that we're on here. But, Poland and I think Carthage, are they at war at the moment? Oh no, they're friends now. I'm pretty sure that they were not friends before. Anyways, Poland has taken it upon themselves to denounce us for whatever reason. We haven't done anything to anybody other than settle some land, and I guess that's probably what they didn't like. So, I said I'm not going to be warmongering or anything, but this is going to become a problem at some point. As you can see, they have also pushed their religion on us. In fact, quite aggressively. They've even spread it over to Carthage and some of the city-states here along the way. Like, this entire continent is pretty much following their religion. So, we are going to prepare ourselves, and we're going to get rid of these guys. Because, for one, I could use the extra land. That would make me happy. Because some of these civilizations over here are pretty reasonably sized. Now, we're going to do this the right way, though, and they've already denounced us, which is good. We've told them to stop spying on us at least once or twice, and they keep telling us to go fly a kite. So, I think we have reason. So what we're going to do, we're going to denounce them in this episode. We're going to start building up our military, because we are way further ahead of them, technologically. And I believe, actually, that we can build... we do have gunpowder. Yeah, we do. So we can build musketmen, and we'll be able to build cannons in a few turns, which means we will have no problem taking these guys out. We'll be able to weaken the city defenses with the cannons and just walk in with our musketmen. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go talk to them. See, they're guarded because, yeah, there's just been some bad blood. I forgave them for spying. I shouldn't have done that at one point. But... see, I can't denounce them. Maybe I already did that. I don't know why that doesn't show up. That's weird. Oops, didn't want to talk to you again. Anyways, we're in a position where we could declare war on them legally, so... but first we need to prepare ourselves a little bit, so this is going to take several turns to do that. In the meantime, we're going to keep an eye out on what we can do. There's actually some fish here that we could work with a workboat. No, I have no interest in fighting a war on a different continent. Sorry, pal. I might be able to even persuade Carthage to join me in this effort. It might be to our mutual benefit. Because usually I don't think they will be very happy about a different religion being pushed upon them as well. So we're just out here just exploring the map, basically. So we have got... well, we could shoot at these guys from our ship, but we can't actually do anything to take over that encampment, which is too bad because there's some ruins there as well. Okay, so, should I build barracks first? No, I think we're going to be good enough. So, we're going to build some musketmen there. And we get to promote you. I did another playthrough where I played as the English, and I focused on my navy, and having these frigates, and the English have a special class called Ship of the Line, which is a little bit more powerful, and bombarding cities from the no yeah, get over it. 600 gold you want from me. Psh. Bombarding cities from the sea is a great way to just whittle down their defenses with basically very little risk to yourself. I managed to take over several cities just by completely decimating their defenses from the sea and then walking in one unit to capture it. Different game though. This one we're gonna We are going to focus on science as well, but what do we want next here? Taj Mahal will give us some extra happiness. We are going to take a hit in happiness when we take all those cities, at least for a little while. So we might as well sort of slightly prepare ourselves for that inevitability. We're sitting at 5 happiness right now, which is good, but it's, every time we take over a city, I think we get 1 unhappiness. It's at least, it's like 15. We're going to be in the red for a while. You want to give me lots of things, except for gold for the gems, but that's fine. I don't really need that much extra gold right now. I'm also going to start another Let's Play, I think, on a third-person shooter. So we'll have something slightly different for you guys as well. I realize not everybody's into strategy games like Civ 5. So I'll probably start that, start recording that after this, and probably alternate them throughout the week. So we'll have a different kind of episode every day. At some point, I really want to play a game with the World Congress. I might actually go for it in this one, but to win that, we have to get a lot of delegates. And we get a lot of good production here, so we can really crank out the units. How come I can't build cannons? It's right, sorry. Canada has a special unit called the Garrison Artillery, so we want to build that here. I want to build that. I'm going to build another one here. So with the World Congress, we need delegates, and you can get a lot of them from city-states, but they have to be your allies and such, and they're actually a lot of work to maintain as allies. Now, lots of choices here. This gives us science. We don't really need much of that. This map is not that big. Commerce is gold. Culture, we're not interested in too much. This, we might go for this. I've never actually looked into patronage. Enhances the benefits of city friendship, city-state friendships. Why don't we do that? Look, every time I play this game, I try to do something different and find some new things out. So this would be good. Yeah, we are going to focus on the city-states once we're done with these guys. In fact, we might as well take a step right now. These are our friends, so let's pledge to protect them. I'm going to pledge to protect Singapore, as well as Vatican City. So at least, I'm just theorizing here that maybe when we start attacking Poland, they will at least not think that we're going to go after them next if we pledge to protect them. I'm sure that's not how the game's going to see it, but that's how I see it. See, some of these things, like the things that they're asking for are... What we're going to do after we're done with Poland, we're going to focus on actually trying to fulfill some of these quests and get these city-states to be really good allies of us. And focus on doing what it is that will make them happy so that we can have them in the World Congress as delegates at some point later on. I'd like to win this game as world leader. That would be kind of cool. We're going to do a musketman here. I'm thinking we're going to want about 4 cannons and at least 4 musketmen. That should be okay. We'll start with Krakow down here. Take that over and work our way up because there's a lot more open land around these guys. And we are going to need to put some ranged units in to defend those other cities. What is... let's take a look. Demographics. Soldiers were second. Poland's the worst. Okay, so that's good. They're about a third of our military, and we don't really have a particularly large military as it is, so you're going to make a long trip over here. It's going to be a fair bit of waiting here now, just going through turns, waiting for things to get built, and then we'll pounce on them. There's a lot of good land here that they have completely not developed. we're going to take full advantage of once we have it. We're going to put our workers to use. And get all the productivity that we can from the new land that we're going to be taking. I do feel a bit like a warmonger, but listen, there's only so much room. Plus, their red is almost the same as ours, so, you know, we can't have that. Very quick turns now. Let me know in the comments, by the way. I know some of you guys are playing Civ 5 as well. Like, what kind of games you're playing right now in the sense of, like, what are you going after? Zion seems to be the default easy kind of way to proceed. At least, that's how I've always seen it. We can promote this cannon. We don't really want... This is all... That's jungle. That is rough terrain, isn't it? Yes. We'd be down here first. It would be open land. I'll start moving you up to the line here. And we'll do the same with you. So these units they have a range of two tiles, so we'll be able to place them behind our musketmen. I think that's sort of what we're going to go and do. And why are all these caravans just sitting in my city, by the way? Do they not have shit to do? Okay, they must just be there for that one turn. But you don't like me, Casimir the Third. I'll take your money, though. It's interesting. It said guarded, but I thought he had denounced us. So we're just gonna wait here and sleep. They don't have a sleep. We'll just fortify you. Looks like we're pretty close to having explored the entire ocean. Now, Quebec City is such a new city, we're not going to bother building units down here. These guys need to focus on food production and growth. It's a rough spot. Tundra and hills all around them. But they do have access to some of these farms, which is a good thing. So pretty soon these two ships are going to become utterly useless for us, except for patrolling the waters. I really wish that they'd have a patrol function in this game where you could say, like, I just want this ship to patrol between these tiles and just go back and forth. I know they have that alert function, which is what I'm going to end up doing, but I kind of like a patrol mechanism. That would be nice. I'm pretty sure after this, these clouds are going to be all gone. Two little specks left. We'll do another musketman here. Let's take a look at the tech tree. This gives us a lot of little improvements that you don't really notice, but it really helps your growth. Archaeology. Economics, windmill is good for food, camp gold. Let's go with this. So I figure we have about 6 turns until we go and attack Poland, which probably we will not do in this episode. We'll probably just prepare, make sure we have all of our ducks in a row. You want to fight with everybody, don't you? You just don't want to do it alone. Okay, here we go with the World Congress. See, Poland stole again. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to denounce you right now. And now they've said that. Why can't I denounce them? I'm going to piss you off some more. I don't understand that. Oh, we have denounced them. Sorry. I thought they were denouncing us. No, we've already denounced them. We got 32 turns left. Okay, good. which is a good sign because basically that means at least we seem to be able to get away with doing this to one civilization before the rest of the world turns on us. They do appreciate the fact that we denounce them first and we don't just outright attack them. But in my other game, you can only do that a couple times before they see you as just a warmonger and everybody starts denouncing you, which makes your life much more difficult. Let's see. Ooh, we can build Oxford University. That's a free tech. Let's do that. So in the World Congress, there's always these proposals that happen. What? Who wants this? But why would anyone? No. I'm actually gonna. So I have 3 delegates, which is made up 1 from membership, 1 from being the host, and 1 from World Wonders. And at the later stage, you can get extra delegates from city-state allies as well. And basically, the world leader victory is by having enough delegates to at some point vote yourself to be the world leader. So. Usually I was going to vote for having this World's Fair happen because it's good for everybody, but apparently Carthage wants to embargo us. So we're going to throw all of our 3 delegates into a nay, because we don't want that. I want to trade with people. Assholes. We'll find out on the next turn, I think, what the results of that are. I think they want to embargo us, not because we did something wrong, but because they can tell that our economy is so strong and they're afraid. They want to hamper us. They don't like seeing all this gold in our coffers. Didn't realize I had to click next turn again. You want to buy open borders from us. How about you give us yours instead? There you go. Because you are... No, I don't want you, man. It's so strange that they don't want to give it up, but... So we could at some point... Alright, so here's the results. I don't like that they don't do this more visibly. Okay, so the World Fair was passed. 2 yays, 1 from Siam, 1 from the Iroquois. And did anybody vote? Yeah, Poland and Carthage. So I have a bad feeling that at some point we're going to have a problem with Carthage as well. But, so that was not passed, so that's good. So we can still conduct trade with all the other civilizations, just like we want to. Okay, so we have nowhere else to go with these, so I want to station these ships somewhere. We're just going to park you, like, right off the coast of Carthage here. And we're going to park you just over here. We're just going to put them there. Now, so now it's our turn again. We're still the host. We can make some new proposals. So. See, at some point you can... There's the world leader thing and certain things. I haven't actually ever gotten into some of these further ones down the road, but they sound very interesting. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want to embargo... What? You know what? Why don't we try to embargo Poland? Let's just do that. Fuck it. I don't think they'll be around by the time this conference actually takes place in 30 turns, but whatever. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't think they'll last for 30 turns before we actually annihilate them, but it makes our intentions well known. Yeah, I'm sure you find it troubling. I find your spying on me troubling. Why don't you do something with all these beautiful lands you have instead of trying to live off of my hard work, huh? How's that? Musketman. I'll move you there. So we have 3. We're waiting on One more cannon, one more musketman. I think we'll be good. I think we'll go after that. Might build one more. I thought I wanted 4 cannons, so we'll do another cannon. And artillery. Trade routes. I want to sort it by gold. We're going to go to Singapore. There's a chance that our trade routes here are going to get in trouble as we're fighting Poland in the next episode, but we'll see how that goes. Jesus. No. I don't really care about having open borders with them right now, to be honest, and I don't see why they are doing this now either. It just seems like a thing that the AI does. I mean, there's none of the units are over here wanting to explore or anything like that, so it's a little bit, the timing of that's always a little bit odd, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna just wait. So Ottawa can go on to building something else now. There's the Taj Mahal. How much is that? That's 4 happiness, so that's not that much. So we're just going to build a zoo. It'll be much faster, give us 2. This is all in preparation. You can see that we're now at 0 happiness, and we're going to dip into the red as soon as we start taking over these 2 cities. Very drastically. They've actually really made war much more complicated in Civ 5. Like, not only is it more complicated to take over cities due to the nature that they have really strong defenses, even without any units stationed in them, but the global image of your civilization changes a lot when you start going to war, and it's costly in the happiness department, and it really slows your production. Like, when you're in a war, you want to have strong production so that you can, you know, have a good supply line and whatnot, but it really messes with you. It really makes it difficult. Like, if all these units here, I know I'm going to take over Poland because they're not very strong, but if you take on again against somebody that's similarly well equipped militarily wise, you're in trouble. So we could do we're just going to go with this to give us the culture, because we're not doing any kind of tourism thing. Otherwise we would do that, but we're not going to bother. And we'll also build a zoo here. So this episode, I think, is going to end as soon as we get 3 more turns. Once this artillery is in place, we'll have our units. See, they're already starting. I think they sense that something's coming. Wouldn't it be wonderful if they would actually declare war on us? Huh? If we were able to provoke them so much that they would essentially suicide themselves. Worker, do we have any areas that need to be worked on? We don't, and I don't really want my workers captured in the middle of a war, so we're just gonna see, they don't have a freaking sleep key. That's annoying. I guess the only way to make them sleep is to automate them. That's stupid. Okay, what else? We still have food problems down here. Quebec City's in a tough spot, but we wanted the gems. And there may be some coal or oil here once we get to that stage in the technology tree. Those resources become very valuable. We have a lot of iron right now, which is good. Well, we're kind of past the iron stage, to be honest, but... Well, now I can make you sleep. That's strange. Oh, I couldn't before because the Great Rider was born, and it caused some kind of conflict because you have 2 non-military units in the same place. Military science gives us cavalry, military academy, Brandenburg Gate. Let's do this. This gives us lots of little benefits. So we should get our artillery. We'll get it in place in 2 turns, and then we'll call an end to this episode. And yeah, they're definitely worried. Excuse me. They are frightened. Yeah, this is tourism. We're not focusing on that. Besides, everybody's on the same boat there. Everybody's at like 2, except for one country that's clearly going after that. Alright, so we'll choose our production here. We'll go with the zoo again for the happiness, because we're already now in the minus. And I think we'll leave it here for this episode. So next episode, we will talk to them. We'll tell them that we don't like them, and then we will shoot them in the face. So I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to tune in next week so that you can see what we're going to do. Bye, guys.